depends on which race you're doing. For DC, because you're racking the night before, the space is set up the night before, the transition area is set up the night before. So you can visualize everything. You can see, yeah, exactly. You can walk it, you can see all the different spaces. You can figure out, I'm coming in from the swim here, I'm going out on the bike there. I'm coming in from the bike there, come back to my space, going out on the run here. And yeah, definitely walk it the night before at DC because you've got that option. Think through it. If not, walk it again the morning of. The more you spend thinking about this, the more smoothly it will go as you do it. Sir?
Can you talk a few minutes about those sort of us, the first-time athletes who maybe don't have this like outfits and kind of transitions, you know, these are low-end things, you know, just swim shorts, biking shorts, and
definitely recommend investing in a tri-specific stuff. So this outfit that both of us have on, you would wear for the entire race.
But I'm saying
So,
if you don't have
right, no, I recommend getting one. And here's why. So you can, otherwise you're looking at multiple pieces. You've got the swimsuit, you've got bike shorts, you've got running shorts.
You see that?
You see it, I really don't recommend
There's
it.
no need to be allowed in transition, so you're not allowed to, I mean, if you want to change clothes and wear a swimsuit, run to Porta Johns, put on your bike stuff, run back, change into running shorts. I mean, it's doable. For a short race, not recommended. I would say the minimum kit, some tri-shorts that would help, you know, get rid of the water, have a little bit of padding. If you want to do a t-shirt, so say you just have your tri-shorts on and you swim in your shorts, and you come in and you can have your number already pinned to your shirt, so you just put your shirt on and then put your running shoes on, because you're going to assume you're riding in your running shoes, and then go out on your bike. So when you come back from the bike, you already have your running shoes on, your number on, all you're doing is grabbing a hat or whatever and heading out.
And remember, there's various types of shorts too. This is important depending on the race you do. I highly recommend you don't do a race in bike shorts because you're going to feel like you're running with a diaper on.
And it's soggy, soaking, really thick.
And there's actually two different types of triathlon shorts. There's the short course short and a long course short. The short course short has a very minimal chamois in it because you're not on your bike very long, but it is very doable for swimming and running. The long course short has a little bit more of a chamois in it, but still okay for running. Big difference between tri-shorts and bike shorts.
You have those with bike ride?
Yes.
But definitely recommend getting the bike shorts.
It was more worked out with black, but this is your chamois in here. It's very thin, and so just like Chuck said, so you don't feel like you're running in a diaper. Do you have them? Yeah.
But it does
You
still
can see
give
this one
you.
because it's bright pink.
Yeah. So the benefit of something like this is it's giving you that crossover of it is padding like a bike short. It's not as thick. You're also not on your bike for quite as long, but
And then when it gets wet, because
it dries out very quickly, and it's still comfortable to run in. It doesn't feel like you've got something on when you're running. It's like you're running in shorts or in just kind of a.
But to answer your question, it's totally doable in regular shorts and a t-shirt.
But you can get a basic level pair of tri-shorts for $30, $40, 50, 60-ish, and you're starting to look at something that's going to be more comfortable. I mean, I do recommend going into that second tier from a comfort standpoint. The quality jump is a whole lot better. But to get a base level, it's not a huge investment.
Any question?
So if we're doing like the tri in June, it's going to be too hot and we can just wear the tri shorts, would you actually wear that top in the water too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. I would swim in this. I've done races where I tried to put the top on in transition, and you're wet, it's dry, it's really thin, it gets rolled up, and next thing you know, like you're running around like a German, like this, and you think you're really good. Just like,
And there's just a question, like for the ladies, do you wear a sports bra or not? And I think that just depends on.
I wear a sports bra.
Yeah, because that thing unzips all the way to your belly button. So if you're wearing something like that, you want to wear a sports bra. But some of them, I think the first one triathlon I ever did was just a sprint distance, and I didn't have all the gear that you're talking about. And I just wore like a little pair of spandex shorts. They weren't even padded, and a little running top that had one little spot for a view with a built-in sports bra. I mean, that was very simple. But you can do that if you don't want to invest money. But I do highly recommend if you're going to invest anything in clothing for it to get the tri-shorts. And, you know, a sports bra is fine. You could swim and do your whole entire race in a sports bra for a woman. You know, I think you have to have a shirt on, don't you, for men?
It's a nipple rule?
Yes.
It's a
Yeah, I
nipple
think it's
roll.
a
Yeah,
nipple
they have to have the nipples covered. Yeah.
And pasties don't count.
So the whole German look with the cutoff, you can wear that, but you have to be covered. Yeah.
Transition, especially going from unfamiliar with transition to getting the execution down, is the easiest time savings you will have in this sport. So definitely milk it for as much as you can get out of it. Spending an afternoon going through transitions and figuring out how to shave that 30 seconds or that minute is a whole lot easier than 6 weeks of run training is going to take to get 30 seconds off your run time. Reason to really focus on where your stuff is, because since you go in the water with everybody else in your age group, in your section, you're all going to be coming out more or less together. So, you know, there's going to be other people around. There's going to be, you're not going to be the only one on your rack, the only one pulling your bike out. So the more comfortable you are with its location, with being able to get to it, even when there's other people, when the bike's coming in and out, when there's, you know, all of that. Definitely.
Real quick on the bike, we're going to give some gear that's sometimes used but not recommended. Gloves for a sprint or Olympic race. Time it takes to put them on and take them off, it's really not needed. Your hands will be fine for 12 to 25 miles. And a belt. Do not need a belt on your bike.
There's
It
this,
is extremely difficult when you're out on the bike course. And when you're on the bike course, you ride on the right, pass on the left. Always just use a verbal, passing on your left. There was one, I believe it was DC or Nations, I can't remember, last year, but there was a gentleman who had a belt. And every time he went to pass somebody, he was a very fast rider, he would ding his bell. And then it came to the point where I couldn't tell if he was behind me or ahead of me because his bell was dinging constantly. So everybody was very frustrated because you didn't know if somebody was trying to pass you or was passing somebody back there or up there because the sound was just all over the place. So just use a verbal, passing on your left. Always stay to the right. There will be officials out on motorcycles during the bike course. You can hear them coming. Follow the rules the whole time. Even though you can hear them coming and you can kind of, you know, get back over to the right, like you hear them coming and you're hanging out on the left-hand side of the road. Just follow the rules the whole time. They can give you a penalty. It's a time penalty. And it'll be added onto your time. If, as you approach another cyclist, I think the rule is 4 bike lengths? Or three bike lengths for the DC Tri. We've said passing on your left. Your front tire passes this plane, you have 15 seconds to get ahead of them. Or it's considered pretty much a blocking. And blocking would be not allowing another person to come and pass.
And drafting.
And drafting,
yeah,
too.
drafting.
Yeah.
So think 3 bike lengths from here back. You need to stay that far apart. It's if you come into that zone and hang out, you're drafting. If you come into that
Make
zone,
sure that there's no officials around.
Yeah, that's why I say follow the rules all the time. Even if you can hear the officials coming, don't start slamming on your brakes and pull back 3 bike lengths. Just stay 3 bike lengths back, and you won't get a penalty.
but yeah, if you come into that zone, then you're drafting, and that means you do need to actually execute that entire pass, and your front wheel needs to get in front of their front wheel, and that's all it takes to pass. If you don't have to clear the bike, it's when your front wheel is in front of their front wheel, then you're the one in front and they have to drop back.
It becomes their responsibility.
It sounds scary, it sounds like a huge distance to cover in 15 seconds, but if you are going 1 mile an hour faster than that person, you can do that in about 12 seconds. So there's even some cushion built into that. So it's really not as bad as it sounds. If you're legitimately passing somebody, and you're going to keep going on past them, then you're fine. It's not hard at all. It's not the kind of thing where you're coming up on somebody and you got to really hammer it to get past them. You will pass them if